Understanding the fundamentals of the blockchain technology. The blockchain technology is a constantly evolving, secure and shared record-keeping system in which each user has a copy of the data, which can only be modified if all parties involved in a transaction agree. Some fundamental of blockchain technology. To understand that, we need to understand how the transaction can be added to the existing blockchain. This can be done by using through a few important steps. There is basically 6 important steps to be precisely mentioned. The step 1, assume that the user 1 wishes to transmit to user 2 an X amount of digital Bitcoin. Suppose you can assume that user 1 can able to do that. The transaction is then initiated by the user 1. The node of user 1 initiates a transaction by creating it first and then digitally signing it with its private key. In a blockchain, a transaction can represent a variety of actions. Step number 3, the requested transaction is broadcast to each individual computer via peer-to-peer network or node. Step number 4, individual nodes receive the request and use the cryptographic techniques to try and validate the transaction. The miner node is the node that completes the validation procedure. Bitcoin is used to compensate these miner nodes. The next step, step number 5, the verified blocks are now added to the blockchain network. Hashing is a mechanism or tool is used to connect these nodes. And the final steps, step number 6, the approved transactions are then recorded in a public ledger. The transactions are completed and the ledger is updated after the block is added to the existing chain. That is the total process or steps during using which that entire transaction of cryptocurrency has been done using this blockchain technology. Hashing as a public-private key mechanism and the digital signature and the key cryptographic techniques that has been used by the blockchain community. In these cases, hash feature is implemented to offer each user an opportunity to view the blockchain in its entirety. The blockchain characteristically uses the SHA-256 hashing algorithm. The public-private key pairs are used to gain those access to the information and allow the transaction. Digital signatures are also used for the multi-signature contract and digital wallet on the blockchain, as well as to ratify the transaction by signing them securely. The initialization and broadcasting of the transaction using digital signature along with the public and private keys. The validation of the transaction using proof of work or proof of stake, and the chaining of block using hash function. These are the key algorithms used in blockchain network. The demonstration of the blockchain is basically a hashing that has been used is a cryptographic procedure that produced a fixed length output when any data is processed through the hashing function. The Bitcoin blockchain network utilizes the SHA-256 hashing function. This hash function is designed to make it impossible to find two inputs that produce the same output. The hash function has two crucial properties. Number 1, a single character change will completely change the entire hash result. And the second, it is a one-way function that cannot be reversed. Each node in a blockchain network stores a full copy of the distributed ledger. A block in this network has 4 fields: a block number, a data field, a hash value, and a nonce. A nonce is a random whole number that is 34-bit, or we can say 4-byte field, which is changed by the miners to make it an acceptable number for hashing the value of a block. Furthermore, the chain of a block is formed by putting the preceding block hash on the current block. The field previous holds the hash of the previous block. The hash value starts with 4 zeros. The hash starts with the 4 zeros, and this specifies whether or not a block is legitimate or not. The demonstration of blockchain working on a distributed node like a hash value with initial 4 blocks, the previous hash value with a new transaction block, and a nonce that are combined to form each new hash value. The number of leading zeros required in the hash output determines the hash cache difficulty factors. The difficulty is adjusted so the block production remains constant at approximately 1 block every 10 minutes. The more difficult it is to alter the blockchain, the tougher it is to override the blockchain and double the spent coins. The blockchain technology is basically widely accepted by a variety of businesses. It has opened up a plethora of opportunities in the areas of healthcare, finance, accountancy, and the online marketplace. The adoption of blockchain technology is expected to grow manifold in the coming years, offering quite a wide range of jobs for the young aspirants. Some of the top decentralized exchanges and the platform is used, what you can say, the account is open directly where anyone can do that and without any intermediate company, and trading is done directly by the crypto users. There are some misgivings about such platform because of the anonymity of the people who use them. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.